Today we're in Arlington Heights, Illinois to pay tribute to the man that brought us some of the best comedies of all time. He's mostly known as Dr. Spengler from Ghostbusters, but he also wrote Animal House, Meatballs, Caddyshack, Ghostbusters, Groundhog Day, and a whole bunch of other movies that you've probably seen. He also directed National Lampoon's Vacation. That man is Harold Ramis. He started off at Second City in the 70s, and he loved working with Dan Aykroyd, John Belushi, Bill Murray, Chevy Chase, and a bunch of the Saturday Night Live guys. In May of 2010, he got an infection that resulted in complications from autoimmune inflammatory vasculitis, and he lost the ability to walk. After relearning to walk, he suffered a relapse of the disease in late 2011 and spent his final years pretty much at his Glencoe home. He passed away from complications of the disease on February 24, 2014. One of his best and longest collaborations was with Bill Murray, and they had a falling out when filming Groundhog Day. Bill visited Harold toward the end with a box of donuts and a police escort. Even though Harold couldn't do any talking at the time, Bill stayed there and talked to him for several hours. Harold was very well loved by his colleagues, other filmmakers, actors, and especially in his hometown of Chicago. Harold was just a normal guy, and he showed up to a lot of events, and he was very active in the community. Most people that live in Chicago had a story or two about him. Back in the mid-2000s, I was on a flight from Chicago to LA, and the man who sat down next to me was Harold Ramis. He shook my hand and asked my name and started talking to me, and I told him that I had aspirations of becoming a filmmaker, and we sat there for hours on the plane and just talked about film and writing and staying true to yourself and your style, and about as long as you keep your own vision, that it really doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. Thanks for joining me today, and hit the subscribe button if you want to join me on future adventures.